some alien over who's drunk driving, and they happen to already be an illegal alien, and we find this out, we're going to bring them to the police on that matter as well. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
Max, what did you do with the remote? Now what am I going to do? I guess I can go online to find a new one. Okay, here's a site, replacementremotes.com. Let us repair or replace any remote control. Well, I guess they can't repair this one. Thanks, Max. Wow, they have my original remote. And an exact replacement that doesn't need programming. Hey, Max, here's the deal. I can use the coupon code ALEX for a 5% discount. ReplacementRemotes.com has all my remotes for my TVs and accessories. I can order online at ReplacementRemotes.com or call them at 336-377-2220. I wonder if they sell dog toys.
For all your remote control needs, visit ReplacementRemotes.com at 336-377-2220.
ReplacementRemotes.com. ReplacementRemotes.com. If you need a remote control, ReplacementRemotes.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
We are back live and taking your phone calls at 888-201-2244. Coming up in the next hour, we're going to play some clips from two different Obama speeches in the last few days where he talks about the birth certificate issue and demonizes anyone that disagrees with government policy. He basically says, as an American, you're supposed to sit down and shut up because the government represents the people. No, that's not how it works. We'll be explaining that coming up. Also, Greece erupts as men from IMF prepare to wield axe. Anger is intensifying over cuts to be made as part of the EU deal to save the economy. Then you read the Times of London article. It says they're going to be taking people's pension funds. The federal government in Bloomberg and AP in the last month and a half has been proposing taking your 401k, your pension fund. See, the banks want to bankrupt society, and then every time society collapses, they say, okay, now we get your savings accounts. Now we get your bank accounts. This has happened in every other major country on the planet. Now it's about to happen here in the United States. But let's go to your phone calls right now. Brandon in Missouri, you're on the air. Thanks for holding.
Yes, thank you for having me on air, Alex Jones. It's been, I've been actually been on the website on Infowars.com. I've been really, you have been an amazing figure in what you're doing, and I just want to thank you very much for definitely standing up for our rights, definitely standing up for our country. Being as that said, some of the questions I've been meaning to ask you for quite a while is that pretty much when do you think this might go down? I mean, a lot of people are asking me, and I'm just trying to get information to others who are trying to gather information.
Okay, well, it's going down now. The government's taken over health care to loot it and rob it. Obama made a joke. In fact, I've got the transcript of it coming up in the next hour. We're going to play the audio. He said that all the jokes here tonight are brought to you by our friends at Goldman Sachs. Don't worry, because they make money whether you laugh or not. So that's just in your face. He said some Republicans have suggested that the health care bill contained a few secret provisions. This is untrue. There are hundreds. Well, that's actually true. So he's just making a joke. They've taken over the car industry. They're taking over all of our power supplies. Where I live, just past $2.6 billion in taxes to be sucked out of the people in the next 3 years. It's all happening now. They're launching new wars. They're taking our freedoms. People ask, when is this all coming down? It's happening now. And so this is an undeclared, quiet, corporate takeover of America, just like we're seeing in Iceland and Greece and so many other countries. But if you're talking about a hot takeover, the federal government has said they believe terrorists will detonate nukes. If a nuke goes off, imagine the power that will give the globalists to further rape the nation. They're hyping everywhere that Tea Parties are going to stage terror attacks. They're training the army to take on the Tea Party. So you see the preparation here to sell the military and police on the fraudulent fact that the American people are supposedly terrorists. So this is all happening now.
Yeah, which is definitely I think it's a lot of propaganda that they're pumping into society, and also the whole New York thing with the supposedly car bombing that they disarmed and stuff like that. The whole Chicago thing of what's going on there with talking about enforcing the National Guard, martial law pretty much there. I've heard of checkpoints being in Kansas City already. They've sent 30 SWAT teams down to combat supposedly the Gulf with the oil.
Yeah, since when does a SWAT team clean up an oil spill? I appreciate your call. Yeah, if you just joined us, we have the state police in California, the state police in Tennessee, the state police in New York, the state police in Michigan, the state police in Illinois. I covered this last week in the Chicago Tribune, in the mainstream news, saying we're running checkpoints to look for illegal guns, searching everyone. And they have Marines doing it. And they have troops at the Kentucky Derby, just all to continually condition the public that troops being all over the street is normal. And we have Army Times coming out repeatedly in the last 2 years and saying we're preparing to put troops on the streets. And so, yes, last week, 2 different state reps called for martial law in Illinois. The mayor of Schenectady, New York, called for martial law. And I'm here years ago saying they're acclimating you to troops on the streets. They're preparing. Look, Mexico doesn't announce they're under martial law. They're just under martial law. And so basically, for all intents and purposes, we're under martial law now. And yes, if you actually look at Kansas, look at Missouri, look at Tennessee, look at a bunch of other states, but those all border each other, and just search local news channels for troops running checkpoints. It's everywhere but our border, which is actually in trouble. So there's an acclamation going on. You have to ask yourself, why are you being conditioned to accept troops on the street? Because they're getting ready to bankrupt the dollar. They're seriously considering it. In fact, I'm going to cover that next hour. It's in the news. And to take your pension funds. And then if you get angry about that, they're training the military to physically take you on as a terrorist. This has happened in third world countries over and over and over again. Now it's happening here. Criminal interests get control of the government. They rob everyone. They're offshore. They're safe. It's only the police and the military that have got